Now at 10 o'clock, we've learned a small plane that left Jones Riverside Airport in Tulsa late this afternoon crashed in South Bend, Indiana, just a few hours ago. South Bend police say 2 of the 4 people on board that plane died. Now it's unclear if anyone on the ground was killed. The plane was having mechanical problems when it crashed into 3 homes in a neighborhood there. 2 News just confirmed the plane is owned by Wes Caves of Tulsa, who is a licensed pilot. The Associated Press says it spoke with Caves' wife, who said, quote, "I think he's dead." Several people witnessed the plane come down. One man says it was hard to tell where the plane was going to crash. A press conference is going on live right now in South Bend, Indiana. Let's take a listen.
And cooperation, not just to the South Bend Fire Department and South Bend Police Department, but a number of agencies and entities, state, local, county, federal, and even nonprofit, who kicked in, came together right away to cooperate to do something about this tragedy. So I want to express this community's thanks to everybody who stepped up and my own pride and appreciation in the professionalism of the emergency responders who stepped up. Immediately after finding out about this incident, it was clear that there were 3 key priorities. First of all, the condition of victims and survivors and the security of the immediate site. Secondly, the need to evacuate a number of people due to hazardous materials and the well-being of those evacuees. And thirdly, the effectiveness and safety of our emergency personnel. All of that's been very well looked after by the professionals on the scene. And I'm going to turn it over to the federal official who's arrived from the National Transportation Safety Board, Mr. Todd Fox, for more information.
Thank you, Mayor. My name's Andrew Todd Fox. I'm an air safety investigator with the National Transportation Safety Board. I'm just arriving on site about 10 minutes ago from my office in Chicago, Illinois. I'll be the investigator in charge for this event involving a Hawker Beechcraft Model 390 corporate jet that crashed approximately 4:20 local time here near the South Bend Regional Airport. At this time, I would like to offer my sincere condolences to all the participants involved in this event, both local from residents as well as the occupants of the aircraft. We understand this is a trying time for everybody, and we want to make sure that we know that all these resources that have been put forth today have been going towards making sure we get to a final resolution for this investigation. The NTSB is an independent federal agency charged by Congress to investigate aviation-related accidents as well as other modes of transportation. I'm getting on site today. I'll have a little bit more information for you tomorrow in regards to the accident site and our steps that we're going to be following in the coming days. The accident site, as you have already been aware of, is in a residential area, which makes it a little bit more challenging for our investigation. We'll be working with the local law enforcement, local fire department, and the mayor's office to ensure that the residents get back into their houses, get their electric and their gas services turned on as soon as possible. In addition to the accident investigation responsibilities that I have here, I also will be working closely with those agencies I just mentioned to make sure that the residents are taken care of. I've been in close contact with the mayor's office in the last few minutes after I've been getting on site to make sure that everything's been taken care of in that regard. The accident investigation, I'll be here for about 4 days performing my accident investigation on site. I have a team of investigators from around the country that will be responding to assist with this investigation. Those investigators are from the Federal Aviation Administration, both locally here in the South Bend area, as well as from our FAA headquarters in Washington, D.C. I have representatives from the airframe manufacturer and the engine manufacturer traveling in site and will be on site tomorrow afternoon. The process of the investigation will be to do a thorough investigation of the accident site and to do a forensic documentation of the wreckage path. The recovery of the wreckage will occur after that point to a secure location where we can do a more detailed evaluation. A preliminary report will be available between 7 to 10 days of the completion of the on-site investigation, in which we'll have just some basic facts of the investigation. A probable cause report or what we call the brief report, will be issued around a year after following the accident, and we'll have the circumstances as well. The purpose of the investigation is not only just to find the probable cause of the investigation of the accident, but also to identify and remedy any issues that could have prevented this accident from occurring or occurring in the future.
Again, you were just listening live to a press conference in South Bend, Indiana concerning a plane crash. That was the NTSB who said they just arrived on the scene. We do know that 2 people were killed in that plane crash. That plane did leave Jones Riverside Airport out of here in Tulsa. That crash occurred about 4:20 this afternoon Eastern time. Again, we will continue to follow this breaking news and give you information as it becomes available. Now to a 2 News Crime